we do it. Where you catch us that we be in that pulpit. Always catch a vibe, we a movement. You should just subscribe because we too lit. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, watch them scream out, ah, yeah.
We definitely are what you need to tune into when the boredom sets in.
When the boredom sets in.
It's the Pulpit Podcast, baby. Season 4. Episode 147.
Yeah.
What the business is. It's that man with the plan Big Cat. And that's Cuz with the buzz Big Bo.
Yo.
And you know, we got that food for yourself. For sure. Now, you know we got to do a disclaimer. Just because we say what we feel, we say what we like, and we stand on business. But, you know, in this world we live in, that's not always a good quality, a good characteristic to some. So, for those that don't like those with those type of qualities and characteristics, I'm giving you a way out. I'm giving you a pass.
An out clause.
So, without further ado, the Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast.
Say it once more.
I said, you know, I got to do it. I said, the Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast, but we are bringing the gospel in the form of information straight like that. And y'all know, this podcast is based on the foundation of positivity, motivation, inspiration, and most importantly, love. So we don't do anything without a weekly affirmation, and I got a good one today.
That's right. Message.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but practice your love languages on yourself. Hey.
Wait a minute.
Well, you can take you physical. Hey, that's on a whole nother thing. But yeah. But love yourself in all phases. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that you want somebody else to do, learn and master that. So you know when you're not getting it, you know what I'm saying? To do something about it. That's what it's truly saying. But you know, we jokesters. The first thing I heard was the physical part of
Wait a minute.
I ain't really just giving y'all the green pass, go touch yourself, but do what you like. Digital Underground said a long time, do what you like.
Be like, touch.
So, exactly. Hit that Amarion if you want to. Do what you do.
Touch.
You grown. All right. But first, we missed out on a couple of rest in pieces last week, so we want to definitely get those in. It's been so many.
Man, it's been a lot the last couple of weeks.
So we just want to make sure we always pay our respects in the most proper way.
Yeah.
I want to say rest in peace to Dwayne Wiggins.
Dwayne Wiggins.
Don't know, y'all a member of Tony.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Man, one of my they are. Tony is my favorite band growing up.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. They put them in the they always say R&B group because Tony.
Not really R&B.
They did everything.
Everything.
Pop, rock.
You can get
R&B,
a feel out of
country.
all type of songs.
Man, Pillow is a country song.
Yeah.
That is a country song, Pillow. Man, you know what I'm saying? New Jack.
The harmonies and stuff just all
the songs. I mean, and Dwayne, you know, his performances, you know, because like he didn't sing on every. I mean, he wasn't the lead singer in the group, but he would have his certain
complimentary
songs.
singer. Yeah, he had his songs.
But he had his songs that
like
you know,
Slow Wine.
That's his song. That's all him. Like I don't even think. I think Witchcraft just came and did some background. I think Dwayne did the beat, the everything. That's all him. And Raphael just came in and did his little background stuff. Man, Dwayne, rest easy. True musician, and also too what he stood for in the Bay Area. Like he's one of them guys that like put a lot of people on. I mean, a lot of these artists. I mean, I think he had a lot to do with Beyonce and stuff.
They behind.
Beyonce.
In fact, I was listening to Raphael Sadiq when he was with the All-Star game, and he was saying that a lot of people didn't know how they came up and what they were doing before they even got their break, that they was doing stuff for people behind the scenes and stuff like that. And still, even in their careers, they were still writing and making music for people. So, yeah, man, it's like, legends. Like I said before, at the end of the day, these are legends. And, you know, we always want to pay respect. And we got another one.
Roy Ayers.
Oh,
man. Xylophone, jazz musician, who was always a great musician, but then with the hip hop coming along, it gave him a resurgence because hip hop was sampling so much of his music, and Roy Ayers, I'm gonna say he's in the same category as I'll put man, who else just passed? Quincy Jones. Of being jazz musicians who embrace hip hop. You you had a lot of people back in the 70s.
Rest in peace to Quincy Jones?
Yeah, we did.
We did. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to make sure.
We had to. I wasn't gonna let that ride. We did say.
I don't remember talking about it though,
man.
bro.
I mean, it's been a while, but I know I talked about Quincy.
A lot of people, like a lot of stuff going on. I do not. I just want to make sure if we did.
Yeah. I know we talked about Quincy Jones.
So,
I know we did.
Boy,
I know we did.
That's a legend
I had
legends.
to. Yeah, that's like I feel like Quincy's a mentor of mine.
Okay.
But Roy Ayers was another one of those jazz artists who embraced hip hop, and it also, I mean, it was putting money in his pocket, but also it gave him a resurgence where like people started studying his music even more, trying to find these samples and stuff and whatnot. But yeah, man.
And one of the famous, like if you don't know, I mean, one of the most famous songs that he has that everybody done sample is "Everybody Loves the Sunshine."
Yeah.
But if you remember, like in Dr. Dre in the movie NWA when he was starting his sampling. My life, my life, my life, my life in the sunshine.
What's your favorite Roy Ayers sample?
I gotta say, now that I really looked at it, I actually like, because it was my favorite song off of Mary J. Blige, My Life.
Yeah.
That song, you know what I'm saying? Because she was so in-depth and personal, you know what I'm saying? You could see that she was singing her heart out. She had pain. KC, she had pain, bro. That stuff she was going through with KC. She was, hey, boy. It was the perfect sample to use for that song that it was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you can't go wrong with Brand New being Sunshine.
Okay.
Because they was kind of like, I'm going to say they might be the first to chop the sample. Or at least that portion of the sample. I want to say they were the first.
Hell, I don't think you can go wrong with any song using that sample. That song is one of them songs that if you do it right.
E-Rule had Listen Up, because I'm gonna say E-Rule. I think he's out of the Bay Area too.
Yeah, I think so.
E-Rule. And Pete Rock and CL Smooth. It's a different song. They had Searching. They had that song "Searching" on they segment, but it was a Roy Ayers sample. But I love that "Searching," and they sampled some of the xylophone and chopped it up.
About.
Yeah, man.
That song, I hear it in my head. Yeah,
but rest in peace to two iconic musicians, legends, greats.
Greats. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the show. We tackled everything, like I said before. Just like y'all watched last week, even if you one of my favorites, one of Bo's favorite, if you on some BS, we going to call you out on it. We going to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? That way people know when I say we raw and real and we always try to keep it a buck, that is true to our testimonies. But here we go. So it's been a lot of, little news and little stuff about Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? I think he got 2 baby mamas, right? Mm-hmm. And he basically young and having fun, doing his thing, right? So he basically told the baby mamas he didn't want to have the child. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to abort them or whatever, you know what I'm saying, before the children came into this world. Now that they're here, he has blatantly said he wants nothing to do with the kids or the baby mamas. What you think about that, Bo?
I mean, he's a kid.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Young, dumb, and full of
you have to understand with him. Even if you done seen him on TV for the last 5 years,
he's always playful.
You got to understand, what is he? What, 23?
He's 22, 23. Yeah.
He's not done growing. His brain's still growing. He's a kid, man, and his other moves and different things that he's done and said, it lets he's still a kid.
Yeah.
It's something I bet in 4 years he gonna wish he never said or did.
Yeah, it might be one of those regret moments.
It's something as he matures. Now, if he don't have a Jimmy the Cricket or if he don't have a soul in him, then it is. I mean, then it is what it is. I mean, there are humans out here like that. Like they don't rock with that.
They operate like that.
They about them. They really not about the family thing. But But I will say he's just a kid, man, and I hope he learns from it.
Yeah.
You know, I hope that he, does become a stand-up father. But you give these kids millions of dollars, and plus he's about to be getting, max contracts and more money and more endorsements. Is like, and he's still a kid, got a kid mentality.
Yeah.
They on that like, I do what I want.
Yeah. So, whether you're a kid or not, when you come to the age of being a man and you know right from wrong, you know how to make moves, you know how to be responsible. We all learn it and still at this game of life, you know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, we're always going to make some bad decisions and bad choices because we're forever learning or whatever. Mm-hmm. But if you out there reckless fucking, you got to take that responsibility. You feel me? Like, you knew these girls, you hit them up on Instagram, you told them what it was. One night stand, jump off, whatever you want to call it, you knew what it was. So either you should have strapped up, you should have made sure you pulled out, whatever the consequences may be, you should have did something, you know what I'm saying? If you knew full proof that you wasn't about having no kids, you still living your life, you know what I'm saying? You having fun, you young.
But he a kid.
Okay, so you got to grow up. But at the same token, like, you don't get to be exempt because you're a millionaire. Like, how many kids have you seen, teenage pregnancies, they do something and they have to grow up quick? You don't just get to, just totally wash them things away when you do grown stuff. That's why I used to tell the Boys and Girls Club when they used to ask about girls and, I wouldn't be explicit with them, but you can always be respectful and give them some direction the right way, right?
Right.
I would say this. I would tell them, hey, that action between a man and a woman is a grown activity. And unless you are ready to be grown, meaning giving up your basketball ambitions and dreams, you know what I'm saying, your practice, you're playing your video games, there's all these leisures that happen when you're young and having to go to work early and having to give all your money away. No money for J's, no more money for video games, no more money for haircuts. You got to pay for this baby.
Yeah.
And you and whoever. That's the grown life. That's a decision. That's prioritizing. If you're not ready for that, keep that Johnson in your pants. And they looked at me like, hey, that's real, Big Kev. I'm like, I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just saying, know the consequences of your actions before you do it. And to me, Andy Edwards just totally, saying, I don't want, hey, man, you knew the consequences of your action when you was doing what you was doing. Hey, I call it reckless fucking. Anybody who jumps in a situation, anytime you have sex, whether it's protected or unprotected, you are taking a chance and making a baby unless she just can't have one and you can't have one.
But it does show who are the mentors in his life.
I was going to say that too.
You know what I'm saying?
Where the OGs that telling him
in his life? Yeah, because like just going by the decisions and the kid's just been entitled.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I guess he's a world class athlete. I want to say he was started off really in football. So I guess he just been getting away with murder.
Your life's on the line.
Since he was a kid, you could tell. Just.
And that's my point.
The way he acts and moves.
And that's why I just wanted to make the thing clarified. Just because you're a millionaire don't make you exempt from choices that everyday young people got to make when they make these actions and these decisions. They got to live with them. They don't got the money to just say, you know what? I'm just going to give you the money. I want nothing to do with the child. It don't work like that in the real world for most people. So, Andy Edwards still one of my favorite players. Like Bo said, I hope he grows from this. I hope later on down the line he wants something to do with the children. He ain't got to say nothing to the baby mamas. They jump off like that. I don't blame him. They jump off. They knew what it was. Hey, you ain't got to say nothing to the baby mamas, but, some way I hope he grows and he makes sure those kids are in his life. Okay, so Bo, without saying your age, name some TV shows you grew watching up. Some people would know your age off these TV shows.
Mr. Ed.
I don't think they know that. They definitely will have to Google that.
Wilbur. Shoot, man. Just starting the early quarter of your life. You really watching stuff.
Andy Griffin.
That's like 10, 15 years before you was here. You watching the repeats. So you coming into this world, man. You watching. Like I said, I already said. What's the one? Leave It to Beaver.
Leave It to Beaver.
Leave it to fucking Beaver.
That's why I used to tell. I said you could tell from a black household and a white household. We ain't never ate dinner at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. That's unheard of. Most black families, for real.
With a glass of milk.
With a glass of who drink a glass of milk with a full 5-course meal?
Nah,
lady.
I'd rather have water.
Yeah, give me some water. Or Kool-Aid.
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 I want some of that purple stuff.
Yeah, let me get that purple.
Shoot. I mean, what else I could throw there? I throw in a Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's 3-hour tour.
I throw in a Gilligan's Island, and then I throw in a Sanford and Son.
The tiny minnow was getting lost.
Sanford and Son. I just start with that.
I think they got one of the best jingles when you listen to Gilligan's Island. Little jingle. I promise. I was thinking it the other day, and I was dying laughing. I was wondering, did they make that for the show, or did they actually have this song and it was just a vision? You understand how songwriters just get to writing, but it's hilarious how it plays. And Sanford and Son, my daddy had me watching Sanford and Son, and then I started watching it even as I got older. I love me some Sanford and Son.
Man,
it's hilarious. Red Fox, you know what I'm saying? It's hilarious as a comedian, just the stuff he said. And one thing that fascinates me is back in the day, they were so racist, it was ridiculous. Like, how did this get over the airways and nobody censored? None of that.
Nah.
Archie Bunker, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
Jefferson,
Jefferson, he was calling people honkies and peckerwoods and niggas. Like, wait a minute. They were just saying it so carefree. I'm like, wait a minute, bro.
Yeah, no, it was going down.
It was going down. I like the Facts of Life.
Okay. Facts of Life.
You know what I'm saying? Different Strokes.
Of course.
Silver Spoon. You know about that Silver Spoon? Ricky Stroder. Who else I used to watch? What other show did we used to watch? It's another one off the top of my head that I used to watch.
What was the one? The Baxters.
Punky Brewster?
Nah, not Punky Brewster. Now, the theme song is actually kind of like sound like a good yacht rock 80s. Da da da. What will we do?
The with Michael Keaton.
Yeah, the Keaton.
The Family Ties.
Family Ties. That's yeah.
You heard that? What will we do, baby, without us?
Yeah.
So I'm saying, hey, I'm gonna tell you, them old school sitcoms had the jingle more of the theme song. Da da da.
Yeah, we might have to chop that.
Cosby Show. You know what I'm saying? Definitely had a Cosby Show, different world. Man, it was good times back then. It just was. Like, as a matter of fact, you could always expect the next season to be good. You were waiting on the next season. The way they played it off with the Cosby Show to a different world, that was a nice little hour block. You know what I'm saying? And it came on a certain Thursday or a Wednesday. I can't wait till the Cosby Show come on. You know what I'm saying? TV ain't like that no more. It really ain't, to me anyway. You know what I'm saying? But them some good times. So y'all can figure it out.
Hey.
What was you about to say, Bo?
Oh, no, I was going to say, because we went to the hall on Thursdays.
That was bad. We missed out.
We missed out on the Cosby. I mean, no, then when we got our VCR, then we started taping it, but like maybe the first 2-3 seasons we missed out.
SOL.
But when we got home, the show that it was on was Cheers. Like, I grew up watching Cheers.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of black folks be like Cheers. Like, we didn't watch Cheers. Like, it's like Cosby Show went out, they changed the channel. Man, I got home. That as soon as I turned the TV on, that's the theme song coming on.
And they're always glad you came.
Doom, doom.
You want to go where people... Don't give me the troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name.
I need a beer.
Matter of fact, I had a rap. Somebody even said, no, you said that rap. I was thinking like Bo said it, like I'm Norm from Cheers.
Yeah, I'm at the bar, like Norm from Cheers.
Hey, because Norm and what's y'all stayed at the bar. What was the other? Was it Stanley? What was the Norm was the chunky dude, but who was the mailman?
Damn, what is the mailman's name?
It ain't Stanley, is it?
Nah, it ain't Stanley. Ain't no Stanley on there.
I cannot think of the mail. He was funny though. It was Cliff.
Is it Cliff?
Was it Cliff Barker, Cliff Blade? I think it's Clifford.
Hey,
it's something like that. But nah, Also, hell, Who's the Boss? With
Oh, yeah,
Tony Danza.
Who's the Boss
Hey,
is
man,
good.
I could go on this all day long. Just, you know what I'm
Who's the
saying?
Boss?
Lots
Was
of good
that
shows.
was that Tuesday nights?
Tuesday nights.
They had them Tuesday nights power pack.
I'm telling you, man.
Head
Full
of-
House.
Full
like,
House, head of the class.
Head of the class for real. I think I had a crush on those girls.
It was a few girls on head of the class.
Wasn't that Larry Voorhees on there?
Nah, that's a Robin Givens.
Robin Givens is on there.
Yeah.
Which one is Larry Voorhees on?
That's Saved by the
Saved
Bell.
by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell.
That's right. Hey, boy, it was some nice looking honeys back then, boy. Ooh-wee. Hey, y'all can try to figure out and date us if you want to. We named a lot of shows, but y'all let us know one that we didn't name, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell you one definitely that I watched and I got in trouble for it was Benny Hill.
Oh man.
I'm telling you, hey, you want to see some comedy, some comedy you probably won't even think is funny? Just watch you some Benny Hill.
Boobies.
Movies. You get a fast track on education, boy, real quick on sex ed. All right, Bo. Out of these choices, because the choices is not that great, but out of these choices, which one would you prefer? Extremely cold or extremely hot?
Prefer.
Yeah, prefer. Out of them choices, you got to do one or the other. You got to make that choice. Make that move.
I'm gonna have to go extremely hot. Cause I mean, there's no resting when it comes to extremely cold. Like there is no relaxing. There's no like you can be hot and just sweat and just sleep and you just wake up in a puddle of sweat. Cold, I cannot.
I'm shivering.
I cannot.
I'm shivering.
You about to die.
Hypothermia
It's so
is
cold.
setting
Nah,
in.
man.
Hypothermia is setting in.
Nah.
G, I'll take the cold because one thing I learned, you can wrap up in layers to try to combat the cold. Like if you got it's cold in there, throw on a hoodie, throw on Scully, throw on some covers, throw on some long johns, throw on extra sweaters and coats and jackets, whatever you need to do. You can combat it in some way, shape, or form. I sit there and watch people being AC and this being extremely hot, and the AC getting his ass kicked where it ain't even doing nothing, and you still sweating in the AC. You can take all your clothes off, be asshole naked, and still be sweating. I'm cool. And I don't like that's like perfect example. That's why I don't turn my heat on when everybody be like in wintertime. I won't turn my heat on until it gets extremely cold, right? To the part where, hey, you got to turn it on. Like, there's no way getting around it. If I can get around it, I don't like waking up in a puddle of sweat that he just spoke about while I'm asleep. That is the most irritable feeling.
You gotta wash the sheets.
Being a deep sleep and all of a sudden sweating to beat up your neck right here. Like, what is going on, man?
But this just happened recently. I don't know this guy. He just these shorts start popping up in my feed. This is outdoorsman guy. He goes out and he lives out in the woods or wherever he goes and eats food that he done gotten, food he done caught, fish, animals, whatever. He's out in this place where it's extremely cold. He can't keep a fire going. he got all types of layers on. After a while, and I mean, like, it's like a TikTok short. You hear him say, "I think this was a mistake." So if the outdoorsman who like stays outside on a lot of times can't deal with this cold, what you think you gonna do in it?
But one thing,
even with layers.
Okay, so the same thing. I ain't got no TikTok short, but I know I seen enough people put a motherfucker out in the desert and see what they got. They dying of dehydration.
Now, if they ain't got water,
it's heat exhaustion.
Now, if they got water, they gonna be all right. But if they ain't got no water, you gonna die.
Out. Eventually run.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers start hallucinating. Like, it is so many negatives to the heat. Like, you don't just go from water dehydration, water exhaustion. You can have a heat stroke. You can sit up there and start hallucinating.
You can have frostbite.
You can have hypothermia.
You know, your hand can just freeze up and fall off.
I don't need that much. No.
I do.
Like Jon Snow is coming. But yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying, when you get the opportunity. So we do a couple would you rathers. Because we haven't done none in like a week or two. So here we go, Bo.
Yeah.
Would you rather accidentally call your partner by your ex's name or have them do that to you?
I'd rather I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather I did it.
I'm gonna ride out with you on that. Ain't nothing worse than being she on top and she call you Jerome or something like that. Like, who is Jerome?
No, that always makes me think of a house party.
Right.
When she's like, get back in the bed. He's like, who? She's like, get back in the bed.
It gonna throw all your rhythm off. Just imagine. Like, just has a vision. You're doing your thing. She enjoying it, you enjoying it, and all of a sudden she call you the most random name. You're gonna be like, what? Where you get that from?
It'd be like when the certain things just die, make that sound.
Like,
I'm done.
Instant erection killer. For real.
Suffer from ED.
Yeah, I don't even think you could go and you like, it's that man pride. Like, so all this work I've been putting in, you thinking about a knock? No, that ain't gonna roll. All right, let's see. Would you rather people hear? Hold up. Would you rather people could hear your thoughts or have everything you do live streamed on Instagram? You'd be like Castanet.
Rather hear my thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have my thoughts out here. I just be putting my thoughts out here, just letting you know.
You and your partner need to gather your thoughts.
Nah, I do not need a live stream.
Nah, you don't need to be seeing what be going on over here. That's that young folks stuff. Like Castanet sit up there and be washing up in his basketball shorts. Y'all young folks are crazy. I ain't knocking the young man. If people like it, I love it. But at the end of the day, you're not about to see all my public business that I got going on. Because sometimes the brother just needs some space away from people. Like, get out my, you know what I'm saying? Get out my bubble. I just need to be here for a second. All right, what else we got? Would you rather go shopping in your underwear or to the beach nude?
I'm going to go shopping in my underwear.
They go to arrest you as soon as you get the door, Republican decency.
Yeah, I'll put on the good pair of boxers. You know what I'm saying? Nice.
Now, Pete, this,
fresh.
If it's a nude beach, then I win. But most time I heard when you go to them nude beaches, it's not very, very inviting. Like sagginess everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to see.
Balls dragging on the sand, titties dragging on the sand. It's just all bad, man.
He said it's just all bad, man.
Because I think I put that question out there one time, like, who had ever been to a nude beach? And it's like, it's not what it's cracked up to be. You know, they
like,
make it on the
gross.
movies, like, go to nude beaches, all these nice looking people and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? Something you look at, no. It's the old people that went and retired to Florida. They want to be naked. All right, what else we got? Let's see. Would you rather discover your friends don't like you or your boss thinks you're bad at your job?
Yeah. I done had both, so.
I done had both.
Shit. I guess a boss.
Yeah, because I mean, you can do it in my review. Tell me to work on something, improve. Most of the time, that's what they telling you. Like when they say, when they give you a little number scale, and they're like, well, out of 5, you got a 2. 2 means you ain't doing right. It don't take a genius to know out of 5 points, I got a 2. Yeah, Wilson, there's some things you can work on.
There's some things you can work on.
When I hear that, I'm like, oh, you think I'm fucking up? That is the politically correct way to say somebody fucking up. So yeah, go ahead and just give me the boss, and man, you're gonna get their review, and it ain't gonna be what you think you're doing anyway, or what you should get. So yeah, give me that. Let's see, we got one more. Dun, 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 dun. Would you rather marry the hottest or smartest person alive?
Mary.
Yeah. I know you. You like he just that word like, wait a minute, I don't like this question. You said that M word.
Oh, that's funny. I got a story to tell, but man, I'll just take the hottest. I'm a pig.
He said, hey. That's a horrible. Now I don't want like. I mean, so hold up though. Did they got any type of hotness to them that you lukewarm? That's what I need to know. Like, do you saying you ugly and you smart, and that's like the degrees of separation? Now, can they be like lukewarm? Like,
I mean,
they
now,
get themselves together. You know what I'm saying?
Like be a pretty woman.
Yeah,
and she's smart.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like they just say smart. So
right?
She could.
I'm assuming they're saying the ugly and the smart one because you're choosing the hot one because that's gonna be the most appealing factor.
She could look like Chucky from Child's Play, but she's brilliant.
You can be brilliant in a science lab, but you're not in a science coat. But you ain't about to be brilliant with me. What I'm gonna do with your thoughts? Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta look at you every night. It's like, oh, we gonna build a rocket?
Oh, what's that one? The sexual people that they're turned on by smart people.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's a certain.
It's so many little groups.
Like
Sapio. I can't even pronounce it.
It's like Sapio sexual.
Yeah,
where like
SAP.
Where they're like turned on. I almost get off on. Like,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
On smart intellectual.
Yeah. Well,
we're not one of them.
We're not one of them.
We're not sapiosexual.
I'm glad you're smart, but it does nothing for him down there. Sorry. Nobody would say, "Ooh, the way you solve that equation really turned me on. I want to take you to the back room."
They'd be like, X equals minus 0.5. They'd be like, "Oh, tell me more.
Right, tell me more. What is the such and such as the hypotenuse? No, keep that to yourself.
Hey, as they get to the end of the equation, I'm getting close.
Say it. What's the ratio?
M equals 0 squared.
I'm there. Hey, you not entertained. I'm telling you ain't gonna get this on the other podcast. How you go from that to that?
Hey,
this is what we do, baby. All right, let's go ahead and get some sports and entertainment. We talked about, Stephen A. Smith's situation with LeBron.
Yeah.
But he just got a chance to really say how he feels on Gil's Arena. It's called the Gil's Arena.
Yeah, Gil's Arena.
I'll just go quick. You know what I'm saying? You watch the show more than me because I don't want him to get his love too. I'm going to say, I said this before, you know what I'm saying? I kind of knew where Stephen A. Smith was going with it, right? But the way he was saying what he was saying makes me G for him even more so, right? Like they showed a more closer up video of LeBron James.
Like different view.
I thought it was halftime. He walked past him. He casually seen him, and then he wanted to say something to her.
Man.
No, LeBron James literally in a timeout. Why the third quarter?
Man,
so
while you playing the game,
quarter,
you in the middle of the game.
Quarter, you in the middle of the game, supposed to be focused.
Man,
you go over there and talk tough to Stephen A. Smith.
That's wild. That's wild.
I love what King Martin said. If y'all watch it, y'all definitely should check out the show. Because Stephen A. Smith drops a lot of gems about the politics of what he does, the politics of the NBA, these locker room. He was talking about these owners, how these players don't think he has viable information or real information, when actually he's getting the real, because if you getting the owners' ideas and thoughts, they hear everything. The owners, those agents, they hear all the bad stuff.
He's in them rooms.
He's in those rooms. And when people don't think he's getting it from these players, if the players ain't talking to him, he don't need the players to talk to him. He's with the owners. He's with the general managers, the agents. Who gonna tell you without nothing, not to put no seasoning on it, you know what I'm saying, and change the narrative? They gonna give you the real.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? The King Martin said it best. I said LeBron James sized up Stephen A. Smith because he knew it wasn't gonna be no static. If he'd have chose the right one, like if a Kwame Brown was over there and Kwame Brown had said the same exact thing that Stephen A. Smith said, do you think LeBron James is going to go over there and confront Kwame Brown like that?
Not in that manner.
Not in that manner. You know You know what I'm saying? He probably gonna bypass him because now I'm gonna focus on the game. We can talk later. Or I'm gonna shoot a tweet to let him know that I seen you or whatever. Like I said before, I'm not a LeBron James hater.
No, I'm not.
A great
No.
basketball player.
He's also a great dad.
A great humanitarian, great man. He do a lot of great stuff. But at the same token, you gotta call it down the middle what it is, and that was some weak shit.
No, yeah.
It was some, however you want to put it. You know what I'm saying? And I think Stephen A. Smith said that the first thing is some weak shit. Because all these other white analysts and everything have said so much bad stuff. Are you going to go run up on them?
So, yeah,
Skip Bayless hates you.
Yeah, you ain't run up on
With
Skip.
every fiber of his body, have you ran up on Skip Bayless? And I'm pretty sure y'all been in the same, when Skip was in the inner circle, I'm pretty sure y'all been in the same party, same area, you know what I'm saying? And you could have said something and didn't. There's no, recollection of that. I think you just seen a black man, and you wanted to make a point in front of everybody. Like I said before, anybody who goes and run up on somebody at a full packed basketball game, nationally televised, you not really want to do nothing.
But it was almost kind of his way of if I'm telling Stephen A. Smith, I'm telling all y'all to keep Bronny's name out your mouth. That's kind of like he like, because it almost look movie like TV like
movie-ish.
Like oh, I got this, I'm gonna do this and it's gonna send a message.
Yeah.
Because everybody's talking about what's going on with Bronny, not just Stephen A. Smith. I mean, you can't size up everybody.
Yeah. But the problem is that this, like, LeBron James want everybody to be hush and not be able to do their job.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith is an analyst who covers the NBA, I like the point he made.
Sports.
Covers sports,
man.
Meaning, and I love what he said. I don't have to talk. It's not in my contract to talk to a player at all. I get paid to talk about you. And he said, I do this as a favor, you know what I'm saying, because I feel like I need to give back, you know what I'm saying, let you guys know what's up and what they thinking, how they thinking, you know what I'm saying. He's looking out, but people take it as a slight just because he's, getting paid. He's always on TV, so you always going to have a narrative about him. But at the end of the day, your son I feel like, is going to be a durable basketball player.
Yeah.
But the fact that how you brought him in is where the scrutiny is going to come about, right? You got all these people who going to go on his head. They're not going to give him a break. They know how he got in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not tripping on the nepotism, like I said last week.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
I don't have a problem with that. But these other dudes who know they better currently are going to go at Bronny. When he gets in the NBA game, he looks totally lost. That's what Stephen A. Smith is saying. Like, stop pushing the narrative that he's an NBA player now. He's not. He needs to stay in the G League, keep hone down his skill, go lift more weights, you know what I'm saying, get stronger, get faster, work on his weaknesses in the offseason, use this G League time to work on them skill sets and just get confident.
And get more experience.
And experience and confidence is his biggest problem, because when he gets in the game, all that stuff he did in the G League, he does none of it. So I see both sides of it. I just feel like LeBron James, all in all, could have handled it way better, him being the person who was angry. And Stephen A. Smith, let's keep this above. He said that comment almost like 2 months ago. So you telling me
that comment, that was a while ago.
It might have been even longer.
Yeah, it was like the beginning of the season.
It might have been.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you wait till now to say something and be that angry. It was on your heart that bad that you had to say that. And so, yeah, but just check out, Gil Arena.
Oh, yeah, it's a great podcast. I've been on them almost, seemed like about 2 years now.
I think you've been telling me about 2 years.
Yeah, I've been on them for a while. And before they even picked up a few people. Like when I first got on there, it was really just Gil and Rashad. They
put Kenyon. Later.
They got Kenyon on there, which is I love him on there, man. And Swaggy P, he's stupid, but like you find out Swaggy P and Gil, like them some real homies. They almost like brothers, man.
Yeah, they talk shit to each other. Yeah. That's how you know.
But yeah, that's another good podcast, and that was a good. I haven't watched all of the one with Stephen A. I've caught a couple of.
I watched it today.
I did watch the portion of talking about LeBron and whatnot, but
yeah, no, he's talking about a lot of stuff.
But I binge in for Stephen A. People go at him and kill him all the time and be assassinating his character. and not understanding what his job is or what he's done built his job into.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Basically because of what he's done, coming from actual.
What he had to go through to get to this point. Like, y'all think he's just this loudmouth, the shucking and jiving dude for the white folks. The man got fired standing on his moral. He thought, like he said, in 2009, he got fired for like thinking he was better than what he was. He thought because his face was on the side of trucks and billboards, he was popular. When he came into that negotiating room and told him, hey, what he thought he was worth, they was like, this is what you're worth. And they didn't coincide or align. So he was like, they was like, well, okay, well, you could go. And then he said he was out of the business for almost 3-4 years. Nobody remembered that. Then they said he came back. He could only do radio, they said. He didn't even put him on the TV. Then he finally got his opportunity on First Take with Skip. And now it's water under the bridge, so he's worked his ass off.
Yeah. And he's a legit journalist. He's not just somebody
he's a beat writer,
a content creator.
Yeah.
This dude was following teams in locker rooms, writing stories.
Real stories.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a legit journalist. So, I mean, I'm a Stephen A. fan, and congratulations on that. He's now $100 million man.
$100 million man.
Hey, congratulations on that,
Stephen A. Smith.
And nah, G for the whole conversation
he
had about
sports. Put on people on First Take. You see how many athletes is on First Take that probably would have never got an opportunity on nobody else's show. That's number one. Period, point blank. You got Gil. Gil was on the show like last week. You had Cam Newton who's been
Ocho.
on there. He got Ocho on there. Shay. You could go, the list goes on. In different genres of sport, he putting people on or whatever and giving them the opportunity to shine where they probably wouldn't have got it on no Fox, no, you know what I'm saying, NFL Network. They wouldn't have got it.
I think he got heavy with Dan Orlovsky.
Exactly.
Like once he caught winning Dan Orlovsky, he pulled him along.
Come on with it. And Dan Orlovsky be saying, and he rolled with the punches. I love it how he has that dynamic of all these ethnicities and all these different personalities to give you diversity, you know what I'm saying? And to give you like back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Like a real debate show. So, yeah, I watch First Take every morning faithfully no matter what is on there.
I'll turn it on. Sometimes I might be nodding off to it, but I'll be having it on.
I got to check out Molly, too. You know what
I'm saying? That's all.
Yeah, now. It don't hurt. It don't hurt to check out. It don't hurt to have a little eye candy, feel me? But she stand on business and she knows she's talking about. She's just not eye candy. So shout out to Stephen A. Smith and First Take. What was I gonna say? There's another thing about sports.
Oh, you talking about free agency, NFL?
Yeah, there's a lot going on in free agency, but we'll talk about. Is it finished though?
Nah, but the Colts signed Daniel Jones out of New York.
And we got some defense.
They picked up a safety. But I think they signed.
We signed 2 different safeties.
Okay, I was about to say they signed somebody. I didn't know if it was another safety.
I can't remember the names on speaker. I said I gotta get my stuff.
But I definitely know we got one safety. We got Daniel Jones.
They're making moves in the right direction. That's what I will say. We'll definitely give a breakdown about because a lot of people have jumped ship and went different places and some different signings happened.
EJ Speed left. Did they lose him?
I don't think so. But like I said before, we want to make sure I speak to it with some knowledge. I don't really know it offhand like that. I was trying to think of something else. Was it entertainment or was it sports that I was something I was gonna say? Trying to think.
Entertainment. Did I bring up that Bowley James?
I think you brought it up last week.
I'm still bumping that.
I can't remember. It's not sports, I don't think. Because basketball is still doing what it does. They're never gonna talk about basketball wise. Yeah, I can't really think of it.
And no movies or TV shows or something?
I talked about music. I think I talked about Tory Lanez, didn't I?
Last week?
I think so.
I can't remember.
If I didn't, I just want to say, we talked about, we did. We was talking about how good he was with the engineer, being able to record the album or whatever. So, so really, I ain't got nothing else. If I did, it's gone. It's a Wednesday. I had a long night last night. I had a long work day today. So, giving y'all content, trying to look live and vibrant when I really want to crash.
And plus, it's you want to almost stay out and about because we got daylight saving time and it's been nice these past couple of days. It's like everybody's like, damn, is it spring?
The thing is, it messes you up because it's like you need to be taking your ass to bed or getting ready for bed. But now it's like now you up
stay
because
outside.
Now I don't go to the nighttime until 8:30 now. Man, I was like, what? So I'd rather take that than it being dark at 5. So, well, you the law of averages like, give me that. Give me some light.
Now, I was at work last night, and I was like, I kind of like this, having the doors open, some sunlight coming in.
Sunlight coming in.
It's like, this is some good energy. Get some vitamin D as you work.
Yeah, Kellen was like, my brother, he goes to work later on. He was like, man, it sucks going in. He's like, go in, it's dark. I go home when it's dark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it can work for different people, whatever. And like I said before, there's some stuff going on in the world, but I'm just so tired of the negativity and the stuff that's going on. I don't even want to speak to it. I'm drained of negativity. That's why I want to get back to fun posting, you know what I'm saying, talking about stuff. If something dramatic happens, we'll give it to you. But that other little piddly stuff, I'm going to leave that alone. So, Bo, you got anything else?
Nah.
All right. So we hope you enjoyed the show. Like I said before, we just keep trying to give y'all original content. I know there's a lot of people out there who are going to tackle the same topics, but we try to do it from a different spin, different angle, and give you different perspectives. So until the next time, we'll see y'all. Yep.